How you doing, guys? It's Mark from Cars and Cameras, and today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different. I get a lot of requests to look at my professional gear, so today we're going to take a quick look at the Sony FS7 camcorder. And you can look at this and basically think of it as a just a great big AX100 with a bunch of extra things attached to it. Yes, no, it's not really a comparison of that camera, but it is a monster. And you can see there's my favorite lens, the kit lens that comes with this camera if you get the kit, the lovely 28 to 135 f4 lens. I love that lens, one of my most favorite lenses. Use it quite a bit. And I go ahead and that's the power switch. Take a look at the camera. This camera basically has a monitor and a great big loop and attached to it, magnifying loop, and I'll kind of get in there with the camera so you can kind of see what it looks like. Of course, the white balance, nothing is really adjusted correctly with this. And you can kind of see what it looks like in there. It's pretty good, it's great, you can use it, it's comfortable with the eye. And, a lot of times I will take the loop off. I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. You can see the hot shoe on the camera there. That is the same type of hot shoe like you'd have on a A7S Mark II. You can use the various accessories with it. I do it all the time. Of course, there's the handle grip, and you have all your controls there, your SDI controls, output, HDMI. It goes on and on. This camera has it all. There's lots of accessories. Of course, I do have a external battery attached to the camera on the back. This camera is very power hungry, so it's nice to have that, but it does add a lot of weight to the camera when you set it up like that. Let me show you what it looks like when you take the loop off the camera. So when you take that loop off, there you go. You just kind of got like your standard camcorder flip out finder. There's another shot of the loop. And there you have it. So next up, I'm going to show you some of my favorite prime lenses. And these lenses are dirt cheap. And I don't think a lot of people talk about it. So we're going to take a look at that now. Bit of gear. There is the lovely Super 35 sensor. And what are we going to do now? I'm going to put on some of these lovely Canon FD lenses from the 1970s with a $15 adapter. You can put one on every one of your lenses. And I gotta tell you, I love this old vintage glass. It works really well. And it's awesome. It really is. So let's take a look. You can kind of see it here through the viewfinder. But yeah, it's really, I love it. I really love these old lenses. And the cool thing is, if you're thinking of moving up to a camera like this, the FS5 or the 7, to shoot your movie or whatever else you got in mind, music video, if you have a lot of the other Sony, cameras and accessories, lenses, whatnot, you can see here, look, I mean, I put a $40 lens on a $10,000 camera. So, you can get great results. It all depends on what the look you're after. So, I really love the FS5, which is a little bit smaller than this. But if you got a 5 or a FS7, here's your A camera, and basically your other cameras that you have in your B camera. And this lens here with the kit, you can put that on your A7S, your A6300. Use it as a C camera, whatever. I love that lens. It's my favorite lens of the Sony lineup. It's really awesome. And there's, of course, your controls. If you're familiar with the Sony camcorders, this camera, yeah, there's a lot of buttons and switches that you may not understand, but you'll learn really quickly with it. And like I said, this is really just kind of an awesome setup. So, let me show you this is the ND filter setup. It's got built-in ND filters on the camera, so you don't have to put them on your lens itself. And I'll just show you here. It shows you on the monitor, what steps you're at there. You can see it, 164 clear. It's really awesome. So, and like I said, you spend a day with a camera like this, you really kind of get down with how it works and what it can do for you. And there's another shot of that handle grip when you have that attached. It has a lot of accessories, but like I said, you can really strip this camera down. If you want to kit it out, like I have it, you can do that. And like I said, I use this camera quite a bit. I love these FD lenses. So there it is with you know, the FD lens, and I love the 50. You know, that's just I mean, the cheapest 28 millimeter 2.8. And you know, there's different versions of those that you can get. Of course, here is the XLR inputs on the camera, 2 channels. And but like I said earlier, you can, on that hot shoe, you can put on, you know, the Sony wireless, if you use a Sony wireless mic with that adapter, and go right on, and you don't have to use, and you don't have to plug anything into the camera. It basically powers off the camera, and basically your inputs are coming right in. Of course, there's your SDIs again. And you know, there you go. So there's a shot of it from the other side with the 28 millimeter lens on it. But this is a really awesome setup. I mean, you know, it's really really a great camera, and I really like it a lot. And you know, like I said, you know, if you have your if you're thinking about stepping up to something like this, or even the FS5, which is just a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, use that also. You know, this is a great setup. You know, and you know, like I said, there's something to be said about these little lenses. And a shot of the sensor there. So there you have it. It's a lovely camera. It's a really cool camera. Something to be said about the this 28 to 135. When you use it on this camera, a lot of people don't understand. It's like using it on the A6300. You are at a crop. You're at a, it's not 28 to 135. When you have it on, the actual focal length is 42 to 202 millimeters. So something to keep in mind with that. A lot of people don't explain that, and they don't understand that. One other thing too with this lens is when it first came out, you could not find filters for it because of the 95 millimeter threads. But now, you know, filters, you know, for ND filters or polarizers or special effect filters are easy to find since the lens has been out a little while. So something to be aware of with that. And there you go, guys. There's my quick look at the FS7. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said before, I really love these little FD lenses. There's the 50 millimeter there, and I have quite a few of them. And like I said, they're really inexpensive. And you know, even if you don't have a camera like this and you just got the A6300, you know, pick up a few of these lenses. They're really awesome. You know, and there you go. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. A lot of cool, interesting cameras and lenses coming out very soon. Be sure to hit that like button. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.